Alright guys, in this video, I will show you exactly how you can set up properly your Shopify account if you want to make sure that the people that are going to come through your websites will be able to order properly on the website. Okay, so we are going to check every settings of the store and everything will be so easy for you after this video. So first of all, if you haven't created yet your Shopify store, you can use the link just below the video that will give you the first 3 months at $1 a month only instead of, I think it's $30 a month, something like that, okay? So what you have to do is just put your email and, okay, you can just put your email, then click on next. If you haven't created an account on Shopify before, they will ask you to create a password. If you already have an account, you just have to give your password. Perfect. Now we are going to click on create a new store. And then they will ask you to give you your bank details. So you have 2 options. You can either do it right now or you can do it after. But what you must know is that if you don't do it yet, some features of Shopify will be locked until you have given them your bank details. So at the end, you will be forced to give them your bank details. So what I recommend you is to do it immediately, so it's done. And in any case, you have 3 days free, and then, as I said, you have $1 a month. You will pay $1 a month only for the 3 first months. So I will put my bank details, and then you can click on subscribe. Perfect. So as you can see, you can choose any plan and the price will be the same, but please only choose the basic one, because if you forgot to cancel your subscription in 3 months, and you have chosen the Grow plan, you will have to pay $65. Or if you have chosen the advanced one, it will be $400. So of course, choose this one, and you will already have everything you need with this plan. So you don't need to take the most expensive one. Then I can just click on I'll do this later. We don't need to tell them anything about our business, and we are going to set up everything together. So as you can see, for the moment, it's in French. So I will show you in the case you want to change the language, as you can do, because that's not on the Shopify store, but that's on the Shopify accounts. So you must click here on My Store, then click on Your Accounts, and you just have to scroll to Language just here. And in my case, I would choose English and then Save. And if I come back on my Shopify store and I reload the page, it will now be in English. So now we are going to check every tab together, and we are going to do the settings of the store together. So the first tab is the Home tab. So for the moment, we don't have anything on this tab, but this is where you will see the dashboard. You know, the dashboard that everyone put on the social media and everywhere, where you will see your daily revenue, the visits, and all the resume of your stats, okay? But for the moment, of course, we don't have anything. On the Orders tab, you have probably guessed that this is where you will find all the orders. Same, for the moment, we don't have any orders yet. We won't use draft and shipping labels, but you will probably use the abandoned checkout. So what is an abandoned checkout is when someone has added a product to the cart, has gone through checkout, give us their details, such as the first name, the email, the phone number, but the person didn't pay. And then the person will appear on the abandoned checkout, okay? And you will be able to retarget the person with an email, with anything, okay? Then we have the product tab. For the moment, we don't have any products, but this is where you will find all your products, okay? Collections, this is all the collection that we'll do later. If you do a mono-product store, you won't need this tab, okay? But just explain you where you can find it. And then we are going to go directly on customer, because we don't need of the other tab. On customers, we don't have anything to do yet, okay? This is where you will find the customers. For the moment, we don't have any customers, so of course, there is nothing to do there. Then you can do on discounts, okay? And this is where you will have the possibility to create discounts. Very easy, you just have to click on create discounts. You can choose either an amount of all the products or the other. You can choose to create a promo code that will enable the person to get any product if they buy a specific product, or you can create a promo code to give them a free shipping. So in my case, for the example, I will just create a promo code that will give them an amount off on all the order. So the code will be, for example, welcome 10% of discounts. And then you can choose if you want to set up it for all the customers or for specific customers, if you want to ask for a minimum, if you want to put a deadline on the promo code. You can choose to customize it, okay? But in my case, I will just save it, and then the code will be created. As you can see, we have the code now here, okay? Then on the content tab, this is where you will find, not on Meta Objects, but on Filer, this is where you will find all the images, the videos, and all the resources that you would have imported on your website when you will go through the design of your website, okay? Then for the menu, this is where we are going to update the menu of our store, okay? For the moment, if I go on my store, so to go to the store, you just have to click on the view on your online store button just here. As you can see, this is the menu, okay? And I will probably edit it to add maybe track your order, to add maybe like directly the link to my product page and not my catalog page. So I will have to customize it. And this is where I will be able to do that just there. So for example, I can click on main menu, and then you can update either the link or the label. You can create a new thing on the menu, and then you can just save or discard in my case because I want to update it, okay? So this is where you will update all the menus. Then you have the markets tab, okay? This is not a brand new tab. This tab has been created, I think, like 3 years ago. When I started dropshipping 8 years ago, we didn't have this tab, and I truly don't understand why they have created this one, because it just adds something that is not really, really interesting. But any case, we have it now, so we have to understand how it works. So as you can see, I'm currently in Bali in Indonesia. So the only market that is available for the moment and active is the Indonesian market. Of course, that you have probably guessed that I'm not going to run ad in Indonesia, so my customer won't be in Indonesia. So that's why we must never forget to activate all the markets where we are going to target people and where we are going to sell our products. Okay, in my case, I will create, for example, the United States market by clicking here. Okay, if you want to add more countries, you can do, like, for example, instead of United States, all markets, and you can just include everything, then click on done and click on save. Okay, it's very easy. This is what I do every time, because I don't care of turning off several countries. If somebody in China want to order my products, why not? Okay, so we don't care. So as you can see, we have a small pop-up here saying that customers in 208 regions won't be able to check out because of missing shipping rates, but don't worry, because we are going to check that later on the settings tab. Then on finance, this is where you will be able to know when the money will arrive on your bank account, okay? Something really interesting, and we can't wait to see that, okay? But for the moment, unfortunately, we don't have anything yet, okay? On analytics, of course, this is where you will see all the analytics of your store. You will be able to know the revenue, the conversion rate, where does the session come from. You will be able to check all the stats of your store just here, right on this tab. Then you have the online store tab, okay? And this is where you are going to set up all the design of your store, okay? So you can do it directly by clicking on Edit Them just here, but this is going to be so boring. And in 2026, you can use AI to create all the store very easily. I will explain you how you can do that in a few minutes. But anyway, this is where, if you want to set up something regarding the design of your store, this is where you can set up it, okay? But for the moment, the goal is to focus on the settings of the Shopify accounts, so we won't spend much time there for the moment. What I can do is remove the password, because if I give the password to someone, if I give the website to someone else, the link of the website, for example, if I open it on a new private tab, as you can see, I won't be able to access the website. People will have to enter a password, which is of course different than the password of your Shopify account, to access to your Shopify store. So I don't want that, okay? I want to give everyone access to my store because we don't care if someone wants to come to my store, why not? And that's why we click on remove password just there. Okay, password has been removed and we can move on. On pages, this is where you will find all the pages. So by default, as you can see, a contact page has been created, okay? So you don't have to do it because the page has already been created. As you can see, you can click on view and it's basically just a contact form page, okay? Really easy. So if you want to customize it after, you will be able to do it. But anyway, the page has been created already. But if you want to add a new page, like for example, our story, what does the product come from, or anything, you can create a new page just there, okay? And then you have the preference tab just here, but we won't use it much, except if you are doing search engine optimization. In that case, you will be able to add images, on-page title, meta description. You can add, a lot of things there. But if you're doing dropshipping or e-commerce just through Facebook ads or TikTok ads or Pinterest ads, you won't need this tab, okay? Then you have the apps tab. This is where you will find all the apps. For the moment, we don't have any app, okay? But this is where you will be able also to access to the Shopify app store if you want to search for a specific app, which is not my case for the moment, so I will close the tab. Perfect. So now that you have seen how does every tab work, what we are going to do is that we are going to go on the settings tab and we are going to check every settings one by one. And when I create a new store every time, that's the first thing I do every time, because it helps me to make sure that I don't forget anything. Because if you forget something there, maybe somebody will try to order on the website and she won't succeed because you will have not done something properly. So that's why I really invite you every time you create a new store to do everything directly so you don't have to think about it later. So what you can do is just click on My Store if you want to change like the store details, the address of the store, the legal name of the company. You can change it just there, but we won't do it for the moment, okay? Then what you can do is if you want to update, for example, the currency, you can just click on Euro just there, change store currency, and you can select the currency you want, for example, USD in my case. Perfect. Then you can update the region. So as I said, I'm currently in Bali, so that's why they put that. But no, let's skip France because that's my region. Okay. Okay, perfect. Then you don't have to do anything there. Okay, you don't have to check the box. Okay, don't check them. Okay, because otherwise, for example, for this one means that you will require a new confirmation step when the person will have entered all their details, all their bulk information, will already ask them a confirmation. But if you want to ask them a second time, which is the best thing to do if you want to reduce your conversion rate, you can check it. So of course we don't want that, so we won't check this box, okay? Then you can move to the second tab, the plan tab, and if you have not taken a plan already, this is the perfect time to do it, but we have done it already on my side, so I won't have to do anything there. On users, this is where you will be able to add a new user on your store if you want, okay? But for the moment, we don't need that. Payments, okay, it starts to be interesting. Perfect. How you can, receive the payments. So you must set up Shopify payments. You will see it's really, really easy. It used to be like so hard to do with Stripe or PayPal. But nowadays, if you are in a country in which you can access Shopify payments, you will see it's going to be so easy, super easy. You just click on complete setup, enter your own details. I won't do it because, of course, I won't give all the details of the company I'm running because we don't care about that. But anyway, you just have to enter a few details. You will see 3 minutes maximum. Do it now because it will enable people to order the website, okay? Then if you want to add another payment method that is not included in Shopify payments, you can do it by clicking on add payment methods, and then you can search the payment methods that you want to add, okay? Then you can go on checkout, and there we are going to change a lot of things, okay? So first of all, by default, I don't know why, Shopify proposed to people to order with either a phone number or an email. But in my case, I want to always have the email because that's the easiest way to reach people, to give them, for example, the tracking code. So I will select email. Then show a link for customers to track their order with Shop. So I know that in the United States, this app has started to be famous, but for example, in Europe, nobody is using this app. So if you are going to run ad in Europe, don't check this box. If you run only ad in the US, you can keep it. Okay, it doesn't matter. Then we'll go a bit after. Here, I will select recourier first and last name, easier for the delivery. Company name, I will say optional. If someone wants to put it, why not? Okay. Company VAT number, don't include it. Okay. For that, if the company needs like a specific invoice, they will contact you by email later. Address line 2, optional. If the address is longer than expected, let's give them the possibility to enter the complete address. Shipping address phone number, let's include it. Okay. People, they know nowadays that it's not to spam there. It's just to contact them and reach them when the delivery guy is at the door. Okay. Then marketing opt-in, don't show. You can choose to show it or not, depending to what you want to do. Okay. And then you can save. If you want to change, for example, if you are running ad in Italy, France, Germany, if you want to update the checkout, don't click there without having saving before, because you will see that it will send you to a new page. And you will see that, I don't know why, that's a bug on Shopify. They don't send you to the right page because there you can't update the language. You can update specific word, but you can't update the whole language of the store. To do that, you just have to click on settings, go just there on language, and you can change the language if you want by clicking there, okay? But we won't do it for the moment because I'm going to launch this website in the United States. Okay, then we have to go, so we don't need to go on customer accounts, but we must go on shipping and delivery. This is probably the most important detail of the settings because we are going to enable people to order in their countries. So we are going to click on general profile just here. We don't need to do anything else. Then what I will do is I will directly make sure that I will remove all the shipping option that are currently on, and I will add mine by clicking on add shipping option. For example, free delivery. Delivery is free. You can click on done. Okay, perfect. Here, okay. Transit time, you can put none. Okay, but you can add like tracking number provided. Perfect. And then click on done. Okay. And in that case, it means that everyone in the international zone will be able to order for free on your website. Okay. The delivery cost will be 0. If you want to add like a free delivery from $30 and a $2 delivery, if the order amount is less than $30, you can just click on edit option. Then we'll click on order amounts. Minimum is 30. Perfect. And the price will be £2.9, for example. Okay. Then you click done, create a new shipping option. Sorry, I made a mistake. This one is free. So edit option, free, perfect. And now we are going to create the order option. If the order is between 0 to 29.99, and then the price will be 2.9 euro or dollars. It depends on the currency you have chosen. Standard delivery, add delivery details, tracking number provided, transit time none. If you want to put one, you can, but that's not my case. Click on done, then save, and then that's it. Okay, the person will be able to order on the website. So that's so important. Don't forget to do that. Then we don't care about taxes and duties for the moment, locations too, sales channel, domains. This is where you will be able to either buy a new domain or connect an existing one. So I invite you, if it's your first store, you can use Shopify, but that's going to be so expensive. And on the option that I will show you in a few instances to build your store by AI, you will have a free domain. So in my opinion, don't pay $20 for your domain. That's so expensive. And you have other options such as the one I'm going to show you in a few minutes. So there, if you want to update and customize the notifications, order confirmation, shipping confirmation, anything, you can do it there. But I never do it to be honest, when I start the website. And if I do it, it means that the website has more importance and the website is currently scaling. That's not the case for the moment. So yeah, we don't care. And then policies. This is really, really important, okay? Make sure that you have added the policies on your website: return and refund policy, privacy policy, term of service, and term of sales, okay? And legal notice, okay? So important, because if you don't do that, you don't respect the rules. And of course that we want to respect all the laws. So make sure that you have filled that, otherwise you are going to be in big troubles. No, I'm joking. I hope I'm joking, but anyway, do it. It's better, and yeah, it will help you to respect the rules. Perfect. So we have seen everything we had to see together on this video, but what I wanted to show you is how you can now create the whole design of your store really easily by using AI. So it exists already a lot of AI that help you to build your store, but to be honest, they are all so bad. The result is so bad, the conversion rate is so bad, and you will never be able to scale on that type of website, except if you use the AI I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so the AI we are going to use now is Magic. So I will give you the link just below the video. You can try it for free. You just have to import. It can be an AliExpress link, it can be a supplier link from any other supplier than AliExpress, or you can directly use a competitor store, okay? Or you can import a product of your store if you have already created the product on your store. In my case, I will do the example on this product, okay? So as you can see, I have put a really, really bad example. So it's a good example at the end, but the bad thing is the images, they are so bad, and you will see that Magic will help me to get better images. So I'm clicking on import from an AliExpress link, then paste the link, click on continue. Then the AI will analyze the product to check all the photos, images, description to make sure that there is enough content on the product, and then to give me some marketing angle and persona to sell very well the product, okay? So in my case, I want to create the website in English, but you can create it in any language you want. And then I'm going to select the persona. So in my case, I think it's the first one, health conscious professional. Yeah, this one, okay? So as you can see, you save a lot of time because you don't have to think about that. And we know that nowadays, this is so important, okay? We can't miss that. We need to focus on the right persona, the right marketing angles to be able to be profitable. So now, irritation image, yeah, this one is perfect. Click on it, and then as you can see, the AI has found more than 400 images on the product, the same product, and the AI has generated AI images that are so much better than the images of the supplier we have chosen at the beginning. So I just have to click on generate on my store, and you will see the website, the results in a few seconds only. So really, really easy, really fast, faster than any AI store builder that you have probably tried until now. And you will see the result will be so much better. The app is so easy to use. So that's why I really invite you to use this one. Okay, I will give you the link in any case below the video. You can try it. I will give you also a promo code if you want to take the paid plan. You will get 40% off. So yeah, as you can see, perfect. Let's close that. So the website is generating right in front of me. I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching the AI doing its job, okay? So perfect. As you can see, everything has been generated. Perfect. So I'm just waiting for the end, okay? Perfect, okay. So it's starting to be finished, okay? As you can see, we also have like some reviews, okay? The reviews will be generated. Of course, I don't have to do anything. You can just check my screen and you will see everything will be done perfect. Okay, and as you can see, the AI has also found images of reviews to make sure that the reviews are good and not bad reviews, crappy reviews. Okay, so now we can just really easily update the website. You have different design that you can use. You can also use some templates, for example, let's say this one. But if you want to use a specific color, you can. For example, I don't know, if I want to use like red color, perfect, like that. Okay, if you want to change the typography, you can. The fonts, okay. For example, if I want, I don't know, Lato, you can use Lato. If you want to put the title in capitalize, you can do it. You can absolutely update everything. You can, for example, put the add to cart button in black. You can add some blocks, for example, let's say a review like that. We can check all the images that has been found by the AI. Look at this one. This one is really nice. Okay, let's find other one for the other images. We can use, like, for example, photo like this one, who are really nice because we see people with the product. They look like happy. Let's remove the other one. Perfect. So as you can see, in only a few seconds, we have a really nice results. Now, if you want to delete a section, you can do it. If you want to add a new section, you can just click on Add Section. You can select one of the 100 sections that we have at our disposal, and every section will be generated by AI every time you select one. You don't have to do anything. The whole website will be generated by himself. And then we can choose a media. So for example, this one is really nice, okay? But if you want to generate your own media, for example, you can use like, let's use, for example, this image. And I can say, okay, let me take, for the example, I would like to try to use a very bad image, because this image is good. So we won't see the real impact of the AI. So, well, for example, let's take this one. I want the product on a kitchen with grapefruit cut on the side. You can click on generate, and then you don't have to do anything. Just wait once again, and the AI will do the job for you. So really easy, perfect. So the average time, I think it's 9 seconds, something like that. So it's really faster, for example, than ChatGPT or any other software. So that's why also I prefer to use this AI than any other one. Also for the image generation, okay? Not only for the story generation, but also for the image generation. Perfect. So as you can see, we have a perfect image. I can save it. So at the end, it's just so faster than using the regular Shopify editor. So that's why I'm using this AI. As you can see, the results is better and faster. So that's why I'm using it. So if you want to try it, I will put you the link just below the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. You can follow the channel if you want to see more tutorials, and see you for the next one.